Okay, so you make plans and then you have kids and kids get sick. So obviously, I am not there today. You are still going to be doing your activity though, looking at compounds. Now, yesterday we took notes over compounds and we looked at the fact that compounds are formed through bonds, and there are three different types of bonds. We have the ionic, formed between two ions when one element and one atom of an element gives another element an extra electron. And then because they have opposite charges, they come together. We also have metallic bonds that happen between metals. And then finally, we have the covalent bonds, where the atoms of the different elements share electrons. Now, what we're going to be doing today is looking at different compounds, and specifically, we're going to be looking at the molecular structure. So you've got to know what that means. Now, here is a molecular formula. So methane is CH4. That tells me this is made of one carbon molecule, or one carbon atom, excuse me, and four hydrogen atoms. That's why that 4 is here as a sub number underneath the H. So there's a total of 5 atoms present, 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen. Ethane is C2H6. So now I have 2 carbons and 6 hydrogen. Water, of course, is H2O, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Benzene is C6H6, so I have 6 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms. And finally, acetic acid, C2O2H4, 2 carbons, 2 oxygen, and 4 hydrogen. Now today, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at a piece of paper that looks like this. Now you can see you've been given some information. Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, and chlorine, and what they're going to be represented with. So blue, gray, red, black, white, and green. Now, if you notice over here, though, not all of these common compounds that you're going to be identifying have these materials. Some of them are made up of different. For example, sand is made up of silicon and 2 oxygen. Well, you don't know what silicon is. So you're going to have to do a little bit of investigating and figuring out, ooh, what color did she use for silicon? Because I did use the same colors. I stayed consistent. So what you're going to do is go through, and I'm going to have some pictures coming up on the next several slides, and you're going to look at the pictures and try to identify what item is this. Okay, now I will put this up also as a slideshow, so if you want to look at the slideshow instead of looking at the YouTube video, that is fine. I know sometimes you can't always get the YouTube videos to work. So you're going to go through and you are going to figure out what is the compound. So your compound is going to be one of these 14 listed. The chemical formula is given, and then count the atoms. And then tell me how many total atoms are there. So if we looked at, let's say you had the compound acetic acid, you would say my compound is acetic acid. Its formula is C2O2H4. And then you would fill in carbon atoms. Here, there's 2. Hydrogen atoms. Here, there's 2. Oh, there's 4 atoms, and there's a total of 2 plus 2 plus 4, 8 total. Okay? So now let's just look at the pictures. Here's number 1. By the way, this is a blue. Here's number 2. Number 3. Again, the 2 Legos over here, they're blue, not black. They were really dark blue. Number 4, I believe it's on this one that there might be an extra really tiny blue underneath one of these that I didn't notice until I had already dumped them out. It was either this one or it might be one that's later. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, and I take it back. It might be this one where the 1 disappeared. So if it's 1 blue short, that's why. It was just an accident on my part. Number 9. Again, the 4 in this bottom left corner, they're black. The rest of them are gray, but these are black. You just can't tell because the gray and black are very, very similar. Number 10. This is just 1. 11. 12. 13. 14. Okay, so I will also put in a link to the activity we're going to begin tomorrow, where you have to build your own. Now, obviously, if you feel like it, you can definitely choose to use Legos as a potential building block, but you are going to have to use several different colors. So you might want to come prepared. I'll link that in the document that I'm linking in. You'll also be able to see there's a color key on the second page that tells how many of each different atom you would need. So that could be helpful. And hopefully I'll be back on Wednesday.